What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to an all-new Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 with our Soviet Union World Conquest. We're on the 14th of July, 1945, and it looks like our naval invasion of Malta actually went surprisingly well. I want to verify, do we have radar stations? Yes, we do, but I could go ahead and build up some of those. But where we stand, we now own Crete, we now own Cyprus, we now own Malta, and of course, the Allied troops do not have access through the Suez Canal. So we're basically cleaning house, pushing the Allied forces out as much as we can. We are doing supposedly a lot of strategic bombing, though I did Google how to determine, how much damage we're doing, though sadly, I don't know if it was really that accurate. It says mission efficiency 90%. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to tell. They told me to click the icons as they explode, but I don't see that at all. I guess I gotta unpause. But I'm looking around the map. I see that I am down 1.6 thousand modern tanks. Our strat bombers are all being pumped out into France. We have a lot of close air support, a lot of, well, not really much extra fighters. In fact, we're running out of carrier fighters and naval carrier fighters as well. Well, that's not good. We aren't missing any, but we're going to be needing more later. And I am looking around the map. I don't see any type of naval invasions going on, now that we've got some pretty powerful radar stations all across the coast of China. We've got a lot of nice vision. I might want to build one up inside Siberia, but I don't know about just yet. And also, the only other thing that I want to point out are all of our naval victories. I have 27 more reports, but I'm just going to go ahead and just remove them all. Whoops. Accidentally removed all of our convoy battles, which I believe were not as successful, but I don't know. We're now down to 600,000 manpower, and where I stand, don't get me wrong, we've got a lot of troops, but I feel like from now on, I'm only really going to produce tanks. And I know that doesn't really sound all that helpful, but I would much rather lose a bunch of heavy tanks than lose a couple thousand infantry for every attack. I see that we're still lacking motorized. Those are going to be fixed in time. I don't even know if we really need to build anti-tank anymore. I mean, we're losing anti-tank supposedly, but who knows. Our next goal should be against Sweden. And we can declare war on the 10th of December, so about 5 more months. I see there's a small invasion with the U.S., but they're not going to be that successful, seeing as they are already being attacked by pretty much everyone and everything, and they're going to run out of supply eventually. Uh-oh, more troops coming in. All we gotta do is hold Nice. We've got a lot of army experience. Sadly, I can't do anything with it. And all future productions are... Oh my goodness, I have everything is literally being produced. All future productions will probably go into modern tanks. I mean, I literally have almost 800 military factories. And I guess my naval invasion is going to be sometime soon. I don't know exactly where it will be, but I don't know either. Dispatch battle results. I don't know what this means, so let's cancel. I right-clicked it. I literally have no idea what that meant. But anyway, so now that we hold most of this area, once we take Portugal and once we take Sweden, I'm probably going to go ahead and take a variety of these troops. Let's actually garrison up Copenhagen. I'm going to take a variety of these troops and probably switch them over to modern tanks. See, oh my god, I have 759,000 infantry equipment. So what I'm going to do is swing this up, delete a bunch of these, because I don't need them anymore. I have so many, and let's destroy another one. And don't get me wrong, we're going to be using a lot, but I want to be pumping out modern tanks, and now I'm going to need oil, which is kind of a big deal. We still have a lot of chromium, which I'm happy about. Yeah, we're definitely going to need oil. Rubber used to be an issue, but now the issue is oil. Can I build more synthetic refineries? Yes, I can, but I don't know where. Pretty much anywhere and everywhere. And I believe every time we get one of these, even though we have more resource efficiency, Well, you know what? I think we're actually getting about 12 oil and 6 rubber. I don't know for sure, so don't quote me, because of our resource efficiency. But yeah, definitely going to be pumping out a lot more modern tanks. It says we're losing 40 a day, which I hope is not true. Our carrier fighters and carrier naval bombers need to be pumped out faster and more efficiently. So I'm guessing, if I could find those, let's put on another 5. We're going to double the production for both. And those are going to require both oil and rubber. Now, we have the better version of the Yak, which is the carrier fighter. So let's go ahead and switch that on over. And in fact, while I'm here, do we want heavy fighters? Not really. I'm not even sure that we want close air support anymore. Let's unlock the decryption. And switch over this carrier fighter to the carrier fighter 3. And while I'm here, let's go ahead and... Well, that does not make sense. That's why. Let's improve the range, reliability. I would really just like more range. We don't even need weapons. We just need range and reliability. 225 is all that it takes. In fact, we're going to remove one range and put one into the engine, giving it a lot more agility, range, and reliability. And go ahead and remove our old variant, and now the Yak 92A is going to be our new carrier vessel. Oh, another thing I do need to mention is I know we already took Malta, but we never actually planned another naval invasion. It's probably going to be on Sicily, though I don't really know what to expect. We're trying to battle our best. I don't even know if we're really making it as well as we should. Carrier primacy has been unlocked, so let's go ahead and get more organization for all of our light cruisers. At least I think that's a light cruiser. I don't know why it's a CL and not an LC. And then, of course, our carriers. So we're going to get more health and supposedly better targeting. So if you thought we had a pretty powerful navy, it's only going to get better and better. It looks like we're being pushed. I don't want that to happen. And in fact, I could probably push one more. Well, do we already own all of Egypt? Yes, we do. Well, most of it, at least. Okay, so what else can I do? Our war with Sweden will come in December. We are losing a lot of troops, but I'm fine with that. And I think what we're going to do is we're eventually going to bring together all of our, our modern tanks. Infrastructure destruction has been unlocked. And then we're going to try to do a 36 modern tank assault on the UK. Is it going to work? I have absolutely no idea, but we could at least try. Now let's go ahead and get better naval mission efficiency, so we're going down the strategic destruction doctrines. And of course, jet fighters are being pumped out. They are obviously going to be very, very strong. Man, I wish this would be faster. We are going to be ready on... I wonder if it'll tell me. It should tell me. Just 20 days, 22 days from now. Well, we've unlocked the MiG, so we might as well start pumping those out. And all of these Fighter 3s are going to be the Jet Fighter 1. We're going to lose a lot of tungsten, and I'm fine with that. I see these are carrier. We don't even need close air support anymore, so let's just remove that altogether. And, of course, these are going to be jet fighters. These are going to be jet fighters. Jet fighters again. And naval bombers are going to stay. We have a lot of strategic bombers being constructed. Though I wish we could cycle through and just ensure... I don't know, just for some reason, I wish all of my MiGs were together, but they're not. Alright, we have free military factories, so I guess that means more modern tanks. And because I have the ability to research new abilities, we already got the MiG, we've already got the best tank possible, but I think what I would like now is another maintenance company to improve our reliability even more. And I might even want to go ahead and start pumping out some, better armor. So if I had motorized infantry, I mean, sure, I would be using a lot of troops, but you know what? I don't know if I want to use manpower if I don't need to. Well, who knows? Maybe I could get some rather than a lot. I have no idea what those pop-ups were. Looks like we finally pushed into Sicily. So I am very happy about that. Let's go ahead. You are now going to do a naval invasion of Corsica, whereas this group is going to do a naval invasion of Corsica and Sardinia. I got those mixed up. Don't kill me. So I see 12 and 12, and eventually, are we still pumping out more modern tanks? We should be. Yes, we are, but we are lacking quite a few of those. And we're lacking motorized. Was not really expecting that. All of our tactical bombers can now be improved. But I guess the question is, are we even really building any? Not really, but we can make them better. Okay. So now we have a little bit less range, but a lot more agility, so I don't think they're going to get shot down. We are now working on the maintenance company. I should probably start working on this armored motorized division, but I'm looking around the map. I'm pretty much done with industry. Rockets might not be bad. Don't need anything else. As far as I know, we've got the carrier. We could actually switch land doctrines as well. If I start working on mobile warfare, we would have a lot more brokenness. Let's do that. We're going to switch to mobile warfare. And the reason why is because, looks like that was instant. So now we have a lot more breakthrough, planning speed, division speed. But ultimately what I want to do is, we are changing, paces altogether. I'm going to pump out as many tanks as I possibly can. And I see that I'm losing manpower, which actually makes me concerned. We have limited conscription right now. We could still go to extensive conscription, but I don't want to really waste all of that, free manpower. Alright, also, do I have any free vessels? Yes, I do, supposedly. The only ones that are technically free... That doesn't make sense. Can they not make it to Andalusia? I think that's what the issue is. So that means I need to do a naval invasion into Africa, but I don't really have any tanks that are ready yet. So let's do this. And all 12 of those tanks are now going to try a naval invasion, I guess from Gibraltar into Africa. Is it going to work? I have no idea. But if it does, we will now have access through the Strait of Gibraltar. And what makes me concerned is, why do we not have access to begin with? I don't know. Like, we obviously own one side of the channel. You'd think we'd be able to push through. Alright, the atomic bombing of Kanto. I don't know where that is. I'm guessing it's the Kanto region of Japan. 1945. Japan still has not surrendered. And obviously the Soviet Union is doing incredibly well. I would like to take Iran. It looks like we did take that province, so I am happy about that. We still got a bunch of infantry. We are losing planes, so that needs to be pumped up about 200 more. And I'm kind of curious as to why we were losing. We have 300 planes. They have 150 bombers, but now we've got a lot more fighters, so I feel like we could easily destroy these, supposedly. We don't really... We have 48% air detection. I don't know, man. Definitely switching back and forth a lot more than I would like. And our tanks are making their way over. We have so many troops, probably too many. Free civilian factory. Wow, really? I have free civilian factories. With all of these being produced, you would think I would not have free civilian factories. But let's go ahead and get synthetic refineries, because I literally have no idea what I'm going to build anymore. And now, I guess I could keep working on radar stations. I don't need a radar station over here, but I guess I could build one. I don't like how these are my only two options. And we shift-clicked it. Let's go ahead and build one here, I guess. And you know what? I don't know if it even matters, but let's build one here. And yes, we finally are good to go. Do we want any better naval bases? Not really. I guess we could build up 2 more here. We got a level 10, and probably Malacca could use a level 10. And Vladivostok, level 10. Do we want any better infrastructure? I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. List doesn't matter at all. I literally have no idea why I'm wasting my time building up the infrastructure. But at least our Soviet Russia will look a heck of a lot cooler. I'm building up infrastructure in the desert, because we definitely don't need it. And I think we're going to be good for our construction queues, at least for the time being. But I have so many civilian factories that it just makes me wonder. Alright, some of our naval invasions are almost ready to go. We're about to take Corsica and then Sardinia. All of these units need to garrison up Malta as well. Eventually, Corsica, Sardinia, and I guess, yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. We're now down to 450,000 manpower. I think the only fighting that's really happening is down in Egypt. And we can always build more if we need to. And in fact, while we're here, we might as well just build up more defensive units. I mean, who knows if we're ever going to use these or not. We definitely have the production to do it. Literally no idea if this is what we need to do, but who cares. Alright, let's go ahead and tick the clock on by. I don't really even need any more production. I've got a bunch of modern tanks. We're building about 63 a day. I feel like the game is pretty much over. Ooh, they pushed through. I guess I spoke too soon. I might even need some tanks down in Cairo. I hope this isn't the case. Can you push that way? Alright, our naval invasion is basically prepped and ready to go. Let's go ahead and activate. And then the other naval invasion will activate. And then you will activate as well. So all three are going in very, very soon. Supposedly. We don't have naval superiority. Well, that's not good. Let's go ahead and get naval superiority in both of these regions, and we're going to have you hang out inside Provence. We do have a carrier. You need an admiral. Pretty garbage, but we'll use you. So it's basically just a carrier and just a light cruiser. What are all these? Oh, not necessarily what I needed. Alright, it looks like we have now landed inside Tunisia. So our number one goal is to basically secure Tunisia. I don't know if it's going to work. It should. Go ahead and activate. And now we should have access once we take Gibraltar. I think we're going to be fine. Africa is just about ours. And we'll take the city. Eventually, we're going to take the port. And, I guess we never actually moved. Oh my goodness, we are doing this wrong. Alright, so it looks like my navy finally made it on out. So what I would like to do is keep some tanks in this area, but we never actually took the port, so that does make me nervous. Okay, so now, let's build up some supply. Let's build up some better ports. And I actually am going to move those to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And do we need any fighters in this area? Probably. I see we have tactical bombers. We have a bunch of close air support. I'm going to put in 500. And they'll probably get shot down, and I'm fine with that. But what I need to do is I wish I had some extra troops lying around that I could send down to Africa. And in fact, we might need to send down some troops to Cairo. We landed on both Corsica and Sardinia. So now you are going to do something like this. And activate. So Corsica and Sardinia should be mine. We are going to force their navy out. We are going to destroy what we can. And the only thing that we still don't own are the Baleares. Or the Balearic Isles. In about 10 days, we can begin our war against Sweden. Decryption has been unlocked. We don't really need anything else. I guess we could get field hospitals just to conserve manpower. You know, I get that we had a lot of manpower to begin with, but now we're kind of running low. All of you guys need to take Corsica. You need to go like this. Can you guys move across? Not really. Don't know why. Okay, both of you have been successful. So what I want to do, I would love to take Africa. I don't know if that's really a good plan, seeing as I don't necessarily have the most amount of units. Do I actually have full modern tanks? Yes, I do. Are we still building another regiment of modern tanks? Yes, we are. Let's put that on high equipment priority. And I would like to go ahead. If I take one, do I take them all? I don't know. Like, can I land on all three? I literally have no idea. So I guess what we're going to do is go from here to there. And then from here to, I guess, there. Just to be safe. We're going to try to go for the port. It's probably not going to work, but that doesn't mean we can't try. Let's go ahead and activate, and you are going to activate. It's going to take some time, and I'm fine with that. Infrastructure is being built. Let's go ahead, take all 12 of these units, and we're just going to move one additional province. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And activate you. I think we're going to win, you know, in pretty much all of these circumstances. And now we have a little bit more area to maneuver around. Supposedly, we're going to have a lot more infrastructure, too. We're obviously building up Spanish Africa, the port, and the infrastructure. And we've got a lot of close air support that we really didn't need. Our justification of Sweden, not Swinland, is ready to go. Let's go ahead and declare. It says Great Britain is protecting them, and that's fine. I am going to now declare war. Did my orange group ever have a battle plan? Yes, they did. So let's go ahead and activate. We're going to lose a lot of troops, and that's fine. But thank you for joining me. Hope you all have an awesome day. I will see you in our next adventure.